Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 30th January, a journey through time of 30th January 2025, Thursday. Today's, that is 30th January, highlight and history. 1607, an estimated 200 square miles is 51,800 ha along the coasts of Bristol Channel and Severn Estuary in England are destroyed by massive flooding, resulting in an estimated 2,000 deaths. 1648, 80 Years' War. The Treaty of Munster and Osnabrück is signed, ending the conflict between the Netherlands and Spain. 1649, Charles I of England is executed in Whitehall, London. 1661, Oliver Cromwell, Lord Protector of the Commonwealth of England, is ritually executed more than 2 years after his death on the 12th anniversary of the execution of the monarch he himself deposed. 1667, the Truce of Andrusovo is signed, ending the Russian-Polish War of 1654 to 1667. 1789, Peace-on forces emerged victorious against Qing armies and liberate the capital Thanglang. 1806, the original Lower Trenton Bridge, also called the Trenton Makes the World Takes Bridge, which spans the Delaware River between Morrisville, Pennsylvania and Trenton, New Jersey, is opened. 1820, Edward Bransfield sights the Trinity Peninsula and claims the discovery of Antarctica. 1826, the Menai Suspension Bridge, considered the world's first modern suspension bridge, connecting the isle of Anglesey to the northwest coast of Wales, is opened. 1835, in the first assassination attempt against the President of the United States, Richard Lawrence attempts to shoot President Andrew Jackson but fails and is subdued by a crowd, including several congressmen as well as Jackson himself. 1847, Yerba Buena, California is renamed San Francisco, California. 1858, the first ballet concert is given in Manchester, England, marking the official founding of the Halle Orchestra as a full-time professional orchestra. 1862, the first American ironclad warship, the USS Monitor, is launched. 1889, Archduke Crown Prince Rudolf of Austria, heir to the Austro-Hungarian crown, is found dead with his mistress Baroness Mary Vetsera in the Meerling. 1902, the first Anglo-Japanese alliance is signed in London. 1908, Indian pacifist and leader Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is released from prison by John C. Smarts after being tried and sentenced to 2 months in jail earlier in the month. 1911, the destroyer USS Terry makes the first airplane rescue at sea, saving the life of Douglas McCurdy 16 kilometers from Havana, Cuba. 1920, Japanese car maker Mazda is founded initially as a cork producing company. 1925, the government of Turkey expels Patriarch Constantine VI from Istanbul. 1930, the Politburo of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union orders the confiscation of lands belonging to the kulaks in a campaign of dekulakization, resulting in the executions and forced deportations of millions. 1933, Adolf Hitler's rise to power. Hitler takes office as the Chancellor of Germany. 1939. During a speech in the Reichstag, Adolf Hitler makes a prediction about the end of the Jewish race in Europe if another world war were to occur. 1942. World War II. Japanese forces invade the island of Ambon in the Dutch East Indies. Some 300 captured Allied troops are killed after the surrender. One quarter of the remaining POWs remain alive at the end of the war. 1944, World War II. The Battle of Cisterna, part of Operation Single, begins in central Italy. 1945, World War II. The Wilhelm Gustave overfilled with German refugees sinks in the Baltic Sea after being torpedoed by a Soviet submarine, killing approximately 9,500 people. 1945, World War II. Raid at Cabanatuan, 126 American Rangers and Filipino resistance fighters liberate over 500 Allied prisoners from the Japanese-controlled Cabanatuan POW camp. 1948, British South American Airways Tudor 4 Star Tiger disappears over the Bermuda Triangle. 1948, following the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi in his home compound, India's Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru broadcast to the nation saying the light has gone out of our lives. The date of the assassination becomes observed as Martyrs' Day in India. 1956, in the United States, civil rights movement leader Martin Luther King Jr.'s home is bombed in retaliation for the Montgomery bus boycott. 1959, the forces of the Sultanate of Muscat occupy the last strongholds of the Imamate of Oman, Sheikh and Saruja, marking the end of Jebel Akhdar War in Oman. 1959, MS Hans Ectop, specifically designed to operate in icebound seas, strikes an iceberg on her maiden voyage and sinks, killing all 95 aboard. 1960, the African National Party is founded in Chad through the merger of traditionalist parties. 1964, in a bloodless coup, General Nguyen Khan overthrows General Duong Van Min's military junta in South Vietnam. 1968, Vietnam War. Tet offensive launched by forces of the Viet Congress and North Vietnamese Army against South Vietnam, the United States, and their allies. 1969, the Beatles' last public performance on the roof of Apple Records in London. The impromptu concert is broken up by the police. 1972, The Troubles, Bloody Sunday. British paratroopers open fire on anti-internment marchers in Derry, Northern Ireland, killing 13 people. Another person later dies of injuries sustained. 1972, Pakistan leaves the Commonwealth of Nations in protest of its recognition of breakaway Bangladesh. 1974, Pan Am Flight 806 crashes near Pago Pago International Airport in American Samoa, killing 97. 1975, the Monitor National Marine Sanctuary is established as the first United States National Marine Sanctuary. 1975, Turkish Airlines Flight 345 crashes into the Sea of Marmara near Istanbul, Yeşilköy Airport, killing 42. 1979, a Varric Boeing 707-323C freighter flown by the same commander as Flight 820 disappears over the Pacific Ocean 30 minutes after taking off from Tokyo. 1982, Richard Skrenta writes the first PC virus code, which is 400 lines long and disguised as an Apple boot program called Ekplorer. 1989, the American embassy in Kabul, Afghanistan is closed. 1995, hydroxycarbamide becomes the first approved preventive treatment for sickle cell disease. 2000, Kenya Airways Flight 431 crashes into the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Ivory Coast, killing 169. 2006, the Goleta Postal Facility shootings occur, killing 7 people before the perpetrator took her own life. 2007, Microsoft Corporation releases Windows Vista, a major release of the operating system, Microsoft Windows, and the NT-based kernel. 2013, Naro 1 becomes the first carrier rocket launched by South Korea. 2020, the World Health Organization declares the COVID-19 pandemic to be a public health emergency of international concern. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, comment, share, and subscribe.